Hey there, welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Musa Jallo, and in today's video, I'm gonna be reacting to a video by Steven. I don't really know how to pronounce his last name, but the video I'm gonna be reacting to is entitled Top 10 Cape Town Most Luxurious Neighborhood for the Rich. So with no further delay, let's get into the reaction.
This right here is the billionaire's roll of Africa. We're standing on what is called the Atlantic seaboard. It starts all the way from Out Bay to Landanor to Camps Bay to Clifton, all the way to Sea Point.
The Atlantic seaboard in Cape Town stretches for approximately 25 kilometers along the western coast of the city, bordered by the Atlantic Ocean to the west and the Table Mountain to the east.
And it houses some of the most
Man, like this city is like really so amazing, Like look at it, I feel like Cape Town feels so relaxing, to be honest with you,
luxurious properties, not just in South Africa, not just in Africa, but in the world.
Cape Town is one of the most desirable locations for luxury real estate and the most sought after location on the African soil.
The neighborhoods you're going to find on the Atlantic seaboard would compete effortlessly with well-developed and more luxurious neighborhoods like Beverly Hills or Bel Air.
The properties often features breathtaking views, sophisticated architecture that can't be found anywhere else on the continent.
The architecture here is on another level.
Yeah, I know.
I haven't seen anything like this. That right there is a spaceship.
The properties are so expensive that locals can't keep up with the prices of real estate in this location.
That is Casablanca. Currently listed
Casablanca, if I'm not mistaken, I think it means like the White House in Spanish, I gotta welcome a Spanish,
with Christine Quinn from
Selling Sunset.
She's got it on the market for $35 million.
What did you just say?
Keep up with the prices of real estate in this location.
That is Casablanca. Currently listed with Christine Quinn from
Selling Sunset.
Kristen from Selling Sunset is in South Africa selling real estate also? That's crazy though. 30 million though.
Got it on the market for $35 million.
So what we're going to do in today's video is
expose the top 10 most luxurious areas where the most wealthiest in South Africa reside and how much this real estate masterpiece costs. I'd appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel and please give this video a like. Number 10 on the countdown is Marina De Gama, a residential suburb in Muizenberg. It's a beachside town in the Western Cape province of South Africa, located in the False Bay coast.
I don't know, man. Like for me, when it comes to like real estate, there is something about the water, like living close by the ocean. I feel like there is nothing else that beat it, Like I feel like it's really so amazing to live close by the ocean,
About 25 kilometers south of Cape Town, Muizenberg is known for its beautiful beaches with stunning views of the ocean. Marina De Gama is a popular area for people looking to own real estate that is not so expensive but still in a wealthy neighborhood in Cape Town. The main attraction of this neighborhood is the surrounding lake. Each home has a lake view and greenery all around. Residents own boats and yachts which can be docked right in front of their houses. The type of architecture found here is a mix of modern and contemporary designs. All the homes here have similar build design. They are all painted in white with brown roofs. You'd find very beautiful gardens and landscaping, making it a great place to live in. The price of real estate in Marina De Gama varies depending on the size, location, and the type of property. The cheapest 2-bedroom apartment sold here went for 850,000 rands, while the most
$54,000 for a 2-bedroom apartment. I don't know, like looking at the area, I feel like it's not so bad actually,
expensive 5-bedroom villa here is selling for 5 million rands.
Oh my god, like 300,000, When I compare what that can get you, it's like literally a shoebox,
Know what you think of this neighborhood as number 10 on the countdown. Number 9 on the countdown is Out Bay, a coastal town in Western Cape province of South Africa, situated in the valley of the Atlantic seaboard of Cape Town Peninsula.
Man, this is like really amazing, man. Take a look at this view, The view is like really, really so amazing, I'm not sure, I don't really know Cape Town well, but I'm guessing like on the other side of this mountain, that's why they have like the Camp Bay, because it's HOUT Bay, and I'm seeing this look like the Table Mountain, so like this is like on the other side of the Table Mountain,
And is surrounded by mountains.
Of all the residential communities in the Atlantic seaboard, HOUT Bay seems to be one of like the cheapest and the most affordable of them all, right? If you're looking at owning a home close to the beach, you're looking at owning a home close to the Atlantic seaboard right here in Cape Town, I think HOUT Bay seems to be one of the cheapest places you can buy a property.
And it's also known for its luxury real estate.
The properties here are not very, very cheap, but they are a bit affordable to the more luxurious community like Clifton or Camps Bay.
HOUT Bay is considered one of the top 10 areas to live in Cape Town for a variety of reasons. The area is known for its stunning natural beauty with its mountains, beaches, and ocean views.
Look at the view, though. Look at the view. This is like, it feels like the ocean and the mountain, they're kind of like fighting each other. Like it's like the mountains trying to like swallow the ocean or the bay. It's crazy actually, but it's like really amazing, you know.
And it's a relatively safe area as well, making it an attractive option for families looking for a place to settle down. You'll find a lot of modern architecture here. There are villas and very few apartments as well. The price of real estate in HOUT Bay varies. Average price of a home in this area is around 3.5 million rands. However, prices can range from 1 million for a small apartment to 20 million for a luxury home.
Do let me know what you think of HOUT Bay. Does it look like a kind of place you would like to live in?
Actually, me, I wouldn't mind living here, you know, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like so far the two area I've seen, I wouldn't mind living anyway, you know, like, it looked really so good, if I'm being honest with you, you know.
Yes or no?
Number 8 on the countdown is FRANSCHHOEK. It's a small town in the Western Cape province of South Africa, located in the beautiful FRANSCHHOEK Valley, about 75 kilometers from Cape Town. The town is
75 kilometers, that's pretty far. If you're driving, if it's like a highway driving, like maybe you have to speed limit like 90 to 100 kilometers per hour. Maybe around 1 hour that would take you to go, but it's pretty far actually, you know. But man, it looked like a wine country, you know, like it looked really so amazing. It looked like somewhere where people grow grapes for wine, actually.
known for its picturesque scenery, the restaurants, and it's home to some of the oldest wineries in the country. It's also a popular destination for tourists and is known to be very safe with almost zero crime rate. The town is known for its super luxury mansions, which attract wealthy buyers looking for a second home or a vacation property with a lot of square meters to play around with. FRANSCHHOEK is known for its traditional Cape Dutch architecture, with many of the properties boasting of stunning views of the surrounding mountains. The price of real estate in FRANSCHHOEK varies depending on the size and location of the property.
I think this is Palm Golding's office. So we're saying like some of their listings outside here. And I just wanted to, of course, see what real estate in FRANSCHHOEK looks like. There are villas for like, 10 million rand. This is like an 8-bedroom mansion, guys. 65 million. And you have also
Okay, that's a lot though.
properties sitting on a very big land space like this one as well. It's going for 35. It looks like you're getting value for money. Big pool, 9.2 million.
Luxury homes in this area can range from mid-range all to the very high range. The most expensive 6-bedroom listing here goes for 100 million rands.
This is one of the
I don't know, like I feel like it's a bit too far away from the city for me, Like I don't like to live downtown, but I don't like to live like 1 hour away from downtown, so I feel like this is like it's pretty far away from me.
neighborhood right here in Cape Town that you can get very nice real estate and get value for money. So most people that really want to build villas, they want to build like big homes, they want to have a ranch in their property, a big tennis court. FRANSCHHOEK is that neighborhood that you're going to come to. You're going to find mostly the French people here, the Italians here as well, live in this community.
Number 6 on the countdown is Stellenbosch. It's a picturesque town located in the Western Cape of South Africa, known for its stunning mountain views.
Okay, I'm gonna say this, like all the area I'm seeing so far, the names, it sounds so Dutch to me, like Stellenbosch and FRANSCHHOEK and HOUT Bay, they don't sound African to me actually, they sound very Dutch.
Vineyards and wineries, making it a great place to invest in vineyards and wine related business.
Stellenbosch is quite a hub where you have students and also stories. It is one of the towns in the Western Cape, South Africa, that maintained the old rustic style. So when you see the buildings around, they still have that old.
Yeah, I noticed they're mostly
yes,
white.
yes.
White in color.
White in
and
color.
Very
Yes.
European.
Also, in terms of security, Stellenbosch is one of the safest places in the Western Cape.
But also home to some of the most sought after high-end properties in the Cape Town market and in South Africa at large. There are several estates, but the most popular is the Zaldi Golf Estate in the central Stellenbosch, known for its luxury upscale homes, the wine estate, ranches and a golf course, and also a lake.
It's a golf estate with ranches on it as well, and these are some of the high profile areas. Some very
Okay, I know it's like kind of a cool to like live on the ranch with the golf course, blah blah blah. But I feel like people who have money to like afford to buy houses like this, then nobody don't have the time to like, oh, let me go and golf like 3 times a week, you know. Oh, let me go and like live on the ranch like 5 days a week, you know. Then nobody don't have that time, you know. So like even though it is good, but I still feel like you could get away without it, you know, because like most likely if you're making this much money, you don't have the time. But if you have the time, you're not making this much money, you know. So it's like the chicken and the egg situation. That's how I see it, you know.
prominent people in Stellenbosch reside here. It's not just residential. They also got the whole wine industry running inside there as well. It's really an upmarket place.
In this neighborhood, all the homes have similar build designs. You'd find a variety of architectural styles, mostly Cape Dutch, Victorian and Georgian architectural design. The white and color population here and in FRANSCHHOEK is the highest of any neighborhood on this countdown. The average price of a home specifically at this estate is around 5 million rand.
312,000. You will not believe it, but like in Oslo, that would get you like maybe like a 1 bedroom apartment, you know, or maybe because like 312,000 is about like I think 3.1 million Norwegian crowns. So that in Oslo, it cannot get you like more than a 1 bedroom apartment, you know, but you get a whole house in like a luxurious neighborhood, you know. I don't know. I feel like if you live in Africa, you can make like maybe $4,000 to $5,000 per month. It's like way better to live in Africa than you like living in Europe, like making like 10,000 to 15,000, you know, because it's crazy, man. Like the prices difference is like really so crazy, you know.
With prices ranging from 4 million up to 50 million rands. This area is also known for its excellent rental yields, with some of the properties achieving returns of over 8%. Let me know what you think of Stellenbosch as number 7 on the countdown.
Sea Point. This look like a neighborhood I'm gonna like really like, you know. It look like it's close by the sea, the mountains close by, and it doesn't look like it's far away from the downtown of the city, you know. It look like it's like the central business district. It's not far away from here, you know.
Number 6 on the countdown is Sea Point. It's a neighborhood located on the Atlantic seaboard, just south of the city center. Sea Point is particularly popular for its promenade, filled with restaurants, bars, luxury apartments, and also has proximity to the stadium and the city center. People who buy homes in Sea Point tend to be lovers of high-rise and city life, and also looking for a neighborhood with a lot of waterfront luxurious lifestyle. In Sea Point, you'll find mainly modern architectural styles and structures. Most of the ancient designs have been refurbished to meet the demand of the upscale and modern homes in Cape Town. This area is known for its luxury waterfront apartments, townhouses and villas with stunning views of the ocean. Sea Point is also home to some of the most expensive real estate in the city, with prices ranging from 5 million all the way to 20 million rand for a standalone villa.
You know, like I know, like I'm not naive to the fact that if you live in South Africa, there's like really a lot of money. But then I'm always comparing in my head, like what can this money get you, like in Oslo, for example, because that's where I live, versus what you are getting here in the cities in Cape Town. It is like night and day for me, actually, you know. I feel like you will be getting like so much more value for your money that it's like crazy to even think about, you know.
However, Sea Point is popular for its apartment. A 2-bedroom or 4-bedroom apartment here will start from 1 million all the way to 5 million respectively. Let me know what you think of Sea Point as number 6 on the countdown.
Actually, so far it is my favorite neighborhood, you know. I like it. I like the Sea Point. It's close to the beach, close to the city center. You have like really nice houses. You have a really nice neighborhood, but you're still like living in the city. I don't like to live so far away from the city, you know. I know it's weird, but I don't like it, you know. I don't like to live so far away from the city, you know. Man, but this neighborhood is nice.
And if it's a place you like to buy a property in Cape Town. Number 5 on the countdown is Bishop's Court. It's a residential neighborhood located in the southern suburbs of Cape Town, South Africa. This area is known for its large, luxurious homes and its proximity to the city center. Bishop's Court has a lot of similarities with FRANSCHHOEK and Stellenbosch in regards to the kind of real estate and landscaping you'd find here. The people who buy homes here in Bishop's Court are typically affluent foreigners looking for a luxurious lifestyle and specifically houses with a lot of space, as this is what Bishop's Court is known for. You'd find homes on a very large land space, 5 or even 10,000 square meters of land. This area is popular with families and retirees who are looking for a safe and secure neighborhood to either grow a family or retire. It's also popular with investors looking for a good return on their investment. The architecture and building structure in Bishop's Court is typically modern and very luxurious. Homes in this area are large and features high-end finishes with amenities. Many homes feature open floor plans, large windows, outdoor living spaces with tennis court, swimming pool. Bishop's Court has well-maintained streets, landscaping, making it a desirable.
This is nice because it's not far away from the city center, but I'm not saying the sea view, you know, like the sea view, I'm not saying it, you know, but man, like this houses here is like really so crazy, you know, like I've said this before, like the South African architects or the builders, the people who like do the furnishing of the houses, I feel like they are world class, you know, like I feel like in my country, Sierra Leone, that's what we are missing, you know, because you can build like a really nice house, but then it just have like that cheap feel to it, you know. But this, because I see like the material they are using is like similar material used back home, but my problem is like the workmanship is not anything close to this, you know. For me, I don't like so much of a big house also, so maybe like this place is not for me. But man, like having the sea view and the city view at the same time, that's like the best for me. So far for me, Seaport is like the best place for me so far, you know.
Desirable place to live in. Real estate in Bishop's Court is highly sought after, with homes typically selling for a premium. A 5-bedroom mansions here start from around 25 million rands. The most expensive 6-bedroom selling here on Property 24 right here in Bishop's Court is at 100 million rands. Let me know what you think of Bishop's Court as number 5 on the countdown. Number 4 on the countdown is Landono, a small beach town community located on the Atlantic seaboard region of Cape Town, South Africa. This town is popular with surfers and beachgoers alike. There are no streetlight shops or commercial activities here.
That's a turn off for me, you know. I don't like it. You know, like living in Norway, one thing that I've learned about myself is like I don't like somewhere that is like so quiet, you know. I like the noise, but not so noisy, you know. But, you know, just like in between, you know. So, like, for example, you don't get easily bored. But, like, living in an area that have, like, no commercial activities, everything's, like, far away, you have to drive, maybe. That's, like, it's a turn off, you know. But, man, like, look at this house with the rocks in it, you know. Instead of them, like, trying to remove it, they built with it, you know. Like, this is really nice. And I'm guessing this like saved them like so much money than you trying to like remove all the rock from here, you know.
But however, the town has some of the most expensive residential property in South Africa.
Hi Stephen, I'm Jodie Smith from HOUT Property Cape Town. So Llandudno is a remote suburb. It's on the coastline. It's got the most exquisite views of sea and mountain. Basically, when you live here, you're living here for the raw elements of nature and the beauty that surrounds it. It's a very closed community, you could say, in that everybody that lives here works together. You know, everyone knows one another. It's as I said, remote. You don't really have shops. There's no street lights. Nothing commercial. There's a primary school, there's a beautiful beach, lots of people surf, and it's really just about living in this coastline town.
This is the popular Villa Mirage, a 4-story heaven with an amazing contemporary architecture here in Llandudno. It was featured in the Blood and Water series. My friend Sibaya did a tour and it was breathtaking. If you were to put the price on this property, it would be well above 200 million rands.
That is like crazy, you know. That is like crazy, Like with that kind of a money, like 12 million rand, I can literally build like a mini city in my country. Maybe like a place that have like maybe 100 or 200 like 3 bedroom houses. I can build that in my country for that price, because like that is like so crazy, like 12 million for one house, but it is nice, but that is like so much money also.
I also taught a 6-bedroom home here in London North for 60 million rand, which you're going to see in an upcoming episode. An average 4 or 5 bedrooms will start around 30 million rands up to 200 million rands in this community. Majority of homeowners here are foreigners looking for a quiet neighborhood away from the bustling Camps Bay, but still want to be on the Atlantic seaboard. This area offers variety of housing options from the most luxurious villas to mid-range apartments. Prices of real estate in Llandudno would vary depending on the size and location of the property. So let me know what you think of Llandudno as number 4 on the countdown.
Okay, I'm gonna be biased and say this. I expected Camp Bay to be number 1 on this list, but it's like number 4. So you mean like there are better communities in Cape Town that I don't know about, that is better than Camp Bay? I really want to see,
Number 3 on the countdown is Camps Bay, the most popular suburb on the countdown here in Cape Town, South Africa. This neighborhood is set against the backdrop of the 12th Apostle overlooking the glittering Atlantic Ocean. Camps Bay is not only one of the most breathtaking suburbs in the world.
Look at the view though. Look at the view, man. Like, this place is really so nice, Camp Bay is like really so nice.
Wow, it is also home to some of the most incredible luxury properties, and it's world renowned for its pristine powder white beaches, a promenade filled with restaurants and expensive supercars.
One other thing that I do love about Camps Bay is all of the restaurants, as you mentioned. I also love seeing all the cars. You will be so inspired every time you're sitting at Camps Bay. Last time we went to Peranga restaurant, we saw a Rolls Royce, we saw Ferraris, we saw Porsches, we saw a bunch of Mercedes-Benz, so many different cars. You see Bentleys, you see McLarens, all sorts of supercars.
While this area is a popular holiday destination for international travelers, it is still an ideal suburb for family living, offering a vibrant and coastal luxury lifestyle.
Camps Bay is a very special suburb. There's no other suburb like it.
It's very popular out there, like on the internet.
Incredibly
especially.
popular. It's a picturesque suburb. So you've got this mountain backdrop, amazing sea views, nature. It's really all about just indulging in the beauty of what Cape Town is. It's so beautiful here, you wouldn't want to live anywhere else.
What are the kind of properties that we're going to find right here in Cape Town, in Camps Bay? Yeah.
A lot more freehold properties, so standalone homes.
Yeah.
Family orientated. In front of us, that is it's a building. It's a house called Casablanca.
Casablanca, the White House. I don't. Fun fact: where I used to live in my country, we used to call it the White House. Also, it's not because it was like anything like this, but that's how people just got built.
Very well known. It's currently listed with Christine Quinn from
Selling Sunset. Yeah.
And she's got it on the market for $35 million.
Damn, $35 million though. That's too much money. Oh my god. 35 million, right? Imagine if you buy like 35 houses for like 1 million each, Or like better still, you buy like 70 houses for like 500,000 each and you rent them out, That could be like a really good revenue for you and your whole family until you die, But like 35 million for one house, that's like way too much house for anybody, I don't know. You can be a billionaire, I don't care how much money you're making. I still feel like that's way too much house.
It's absolutely exquisite. There are a couple, apartment blocks here and there, particularly on the outskirts higher up.
Yeah.
But it's a very established community. So you'll find that the majority of the homes have either been demolished and recently rebuilt. Yeah. But there's no vacant land as such. All the land has been bought. And it's a case of, you would actually be quite surprised. There are many Nigerians
Yeah,
living
I was
in
told.
Camps Bay.
Yeah.
Nigerians people, they have money though. Like those ones. Somebody once told me before, like Nigeria, you cannot count the amount of rich people they have, but also you cannot count the poor people, you know. So like when they have money, you know, like the Nigerians, you know. So I'm not surprised they are living here, you know.
Average cost of like a 4 or 5 bedroom villa right here in Camps Bay. What are we looking at?
Probably between 15 and 20 million.
So it's really nice. I love it here. Great property, great location.
Properties in Camps Bay will remain a very attractive investment option for real estate investors because of the influx of international tourists and also the appreciation rate.
I believe properties right here would have high return because if you're putting it
Then,
for
yeah,
investments, higher
definitely
occupancy
do.
rate as well, for Airbnb, high bookings as well. So great neighborhood, great place. I personally love it. Number 3 on the countdown.
I don't know. I want to see like the number 2 and number 1 because Camp Bay is number 3. Then like Cape Town is like a really crazy place to be, you know.
Let us know what you think.
In my mouth is a desert. Run me dry on the tip of my tongue. I can take.
And I like in South Africa also how they normally like to use white on their houses now. I've been to quite a lot of African countries and like one thing I always see like almost all African countries having problem that I'm not seeing in South Africa is like it's too dusty, you know. You know, like if you build your house, you paint it like a really nice color. Like after 3-4 months, like if you paint it like maybe white, it'll become like yellow, you know, because of the dust, you know. But I'm not seeing that in South Africa, like especially like in Cape Town. I'm not seeing it, you know. I feel like because of the beaches and like the way the soil look like, it's like they don't have like that yellow soil, you know. So like, I don't know. I feel like that's a really good thing also, you know.
Number 2 on the countdown is Bantry Bay. It's a beautiful and affluent suburb of Cape Town, South Africa, neighboring areas like Sea Point and Clifton. Bantry Bay, as the name suggests, is situated on the slope of the Lion's Head on the Atlantic seaboard of the city.
The neighborhood of Bantry Bay, this suburb, is very, very well known for the fact that it's wind protected. You're paying for your position, prime location, probably one of the best neighborhoods to live in Africa. And you're high up, so you're away from the hustle and the bustle of the lower suburb of Sea Point. Our president lives in this neighborhood. Ambassadors, we have politicians, even other presidents, particularly in Africa,
Own properties here.
own property in this suburb. You would be very.
I don't know, but like I feel like everybody should go to South Africa once in their life, you know, like. And I have this feeling like me specifically, if I go to South Africa, I wouldn't want to leave there, you know. Like this is amazing, man. I feel like this is like better than almost any other European city I can think about, you know. This is crazy, man.
Interested in who you meet in the streets here.
This neighborhood is home to some of the most expensive real estate in the city and in Africa.
So we're talking about standalone homes.
Villas.
The majority of these properties are villas,
Yeah.
multi-level,
Yeah.
spacious, modern, beautiful views, position.
The type of architecture found here are mostly very modern and contemporary homes that cost a lot to build.
So the average selling price currently is 26 million rand.
$1.6 million, you know, that's the average selling price. Damn. Wow. But by the way, like if you buy a house in South Africa, I'm not sure how it works, but like normally in my country, you pay, you buy your land, you build your house yourself, everything cash, you know. But like in Norway, for example, also, if you buy a house here, you like make like a down payment, like maybe like this 1.6 million. You have to like pay like 15 to 30% as a down payment, and then you loan the rest. And you get an interest rate around like maybe 4 to like 7% max. Okay, there is no max, but it's like the range. But like in South Africa, like if you're buying like a house like this, you know, are you expected to pay cash for it, or is it like common to get loan, you know? And if it is common to get loan, what is like the interest rate on the side? Because I know like in most African countries, like the mortgage rate is like really so crazy high, you know, like if you're taking a loan to buy a house, you know. So if you have any idea, let me know down in the comment section, please.
Well, I know that house over there sold for 60 million a couple months ago. Across the road from this house, there's another property on the market for 36.5 million. Down the road, we've got property on the market for 120 million. Beautiful villas, big gardens. So yeah, they're all high up, mainly over 20.
Let me know what.
I feel like this area is like mostly for like the crazy rich people, you know. Like trust me, you know. If the average price is like $1.6 million, then yeah, it might be like for the crazy, crazy rich people, you know.
To think of Bantry Bay as number 2 on the countdown.
I don't know. For me personally, I still like Seaport or maybe Camps Bay because like me, I like to be in the middle of the action, you know. I don't like to be so far away from the restaurants. I don't like to be so far away from downtown, you know. I don't like to be so far away from like the action in general, you know. I don't want to be so far away from the beach. So for me, I still prefer like Seaport or Camp Bay right now.
And if it's a neighborhood you love to live in. Number 1 on the countdown is Clifton. It's the most sought after and extremely expensive area to own real estate in South Africa and in Africa at large, with homes nestled on cliffs that have sweeping views of the Atlantic Ocean right through the Atlantic seaboard and often leading the most wealthiest streets in South Africa's list.
What is like the one thing you would say Clifton is known for?
Clifton is known for its beaches.
The beaches, okay?
Yeah, you want to be on Clifton Beach during the summertime.
The upmarket neighborhood Clifton lies beneath the Lion's Head Peak, between Sea Point and Camps Bay.
Let's have an idea of the kind of people that buy properties in this location.
It's a variety of people, as it is everywhere, right? But the majority of people that own here are investors, business orientated, a lot of internationals. I mean, it's difficult for the locals to actually keep up with the property prices in this area, particularly because it is such an international destination.
That is good, but it's also so bad, you know. But imagine like a city like California, you have like local Californians who live in the US, living there, you know. They cannot afford to like buy in Beverly Hills, but then you have like people come from China, from India, you know, like from other like countries, you know, just come and like buy properties in your neighborhood that is like so nice that you made nice, but then you cannot afford to live there, you know. So it's like literally it's like you become like a foreigner in your own country, you know. But it is capitalism, you know, like people want to like rent their house for the highest profit. People want to sell the house for the highest profit. Even me, I'm saying that it's bad. If I'm selling my house and one person offer me like 100 million rents, the other person offer me like 250, I'm going to take the 250, you know. It is capitalism, you know. It is bad, but it is capitalism, you know. But man, this is expensive, you know. But the neighborhood was just like really so nice. I'm going to give it to you, you know.
It's a dream come through for anyone to own real estate here, as properties are in high demand, with appreciation rates climbing as high as 8.2%. The demand for homes here is so high that there are currently no vacant land for new construction.
From beachside bungalows to mountainside mansions, Clifton really has you covered. A lot of sectional titles, so you've got a lot of apartments lower down, as you can see, stretching over the beaches with direct access, and then up on the hill you've got these absolutely exquisite villas.
The architectural design you see in Clifton is very sophisticated. It features some of the most complex architecture I have seen in any neighborhood within Africa, with homes featuring glass facade.
Man, like this is really nice now.
Seen in any neighborhood within Africa, with homes
Look at this house, man. Like this is like really, really so nice. Oh my god. This is really
featuring
nice.
glass facade, gigantic windows, and huge balconies to take advantage of the views and fresh air that comes from the ocean.
The one on the left of that curvy structured one was sold by my colleague at Remax this year for over 170 million rand.
Wow. Wow.
Yes. And then next door, that for me is one of my ultimates. It's definitely one of the most favorable homes on the Atlantic seaboard.
And what do you think? What do you think is the price, like the worth of the property?
I would like to say in the region of around 200 million, maybe a little bit more, but
Clifton is popular with wealthy foreigners, especially European families owning vacation homes here, who are attracted to the area's exclusivity, the pleasant weather, and the endless high-end lifestyle.
This neighborhood, your average price per property is about 20 million. If you were looking for anything over 3 bedrooms, you're looking at closer to 50 million.
Wow. over 3 bedroom, you're looking at 50 million rent. Ugh, that's a lot, man. That's a
Your
lot of
prices
money,
are
though.
very high here. I mean, this is
Damn.
your prime position. I call it $1 million mile. Like I said, the penthouse that I sold, beautiful 2 bedroom, 200 square meters,
Wow.
27 million.
Wow.
So you're paying for position, security, idyllic lifestyle. I mean, where else in the world are you going to be exploring?
Clifton is an epitome of luxury, and let me know what you think of this neighborhood as number 1 on the countdown.
For me personally, it's still my favorite. I still feel like it is like Seaport. I don't know, Seaport Bay or Camps Bay is like still my favorite, you know. Because like me, I want to be close to the action, you know. Like I want to be close to the noise. Moving to Norway taught me like I don't want to like live somewhere that is like so quiet, you know. I want to be close to the beach. I want to be close to the city center, and I want to be close to the mountain. But Cape Town is amazing, man. Like Cape Town, I don't know. I feel like it might just be the best city in Africa, you know. Yes, I know they have the bad part of Cape Town also, but the good parts, I feel like it might be one of the best city in Africa, you know. This is like really so amazing, you know. Like, and the weather also is like, ooh, it's like the California weather, you know. It's not so hot, it's not so cold. I don't know if it rain a lot in Cape Town, but I don't think so. So it's like, oof, it's really amazing. But thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you do, remember to like it, comment down below. See you in the next one. Peace out.